Let's go now. 10-2 soft.
Check.
Greystone, Travis.
Check.
Hey, Charlie. You're out.
Check.
Go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line.
Hey, high 7.
Let's go, defense.
Rock it.
Kill.
5.
Now back to throw. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Protein spill. Leo. Hey, exit. Ready.
2nd and 11. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
We're playing to win. Let's go. 25-yard line. Six right there. 56. Rabbit. He's crashing. He's checking crash. He's checking. 80. Set. Check it, man, on that. Check.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. This to Jarwin. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's third down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Check three. Check three. Kill, 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 kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Brings up fourth down.
On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Check three, check three, check three.
Be grip.
Now a give right side. Dobbins, he'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Launch 49. Hey, tighten down, tighten down.
Get it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
You better bring it. 49.
They'll set up to throw. That's taken in by Callaway. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to third down.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
Defense wins championships, baby. You go tight. You got tight.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go.
Come.
Hey, lock it.
Check 99.
Hit it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker, Jordan Hicks, flying in there for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
From the 9, here's 2nd and 9.
56 to Mike. 56 is Monday. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Mike 56. Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
Come on, the ball. Chef.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
I'm letting you know right now, you better. Hard. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Hard. Ricky. He's coming.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. That's taken it around the 40. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, orbit.
Watch the slant. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster.
2 seconds to go, first quarter.
You got it, son. 49 to Mike. Here we go.
Hey, echo. Now.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 15 line. 15 line.
Come, baby. Woo!
Hey, Zoom.
49. You better be
Bear.
You better be afraid of me. Watch twist.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
6, right there, 56. I got you, son. I got you. 56 to Mike, boys.
Hey, Delta.
56. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike 56. Mike 56. Man, I got you.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Kill. Watch out. Watch twist. Watch the ship. Hey, 80. Watch the ship.
Throwing on second down. Rosen. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, man. You need to turn up. Get that ball. Get that ball. Switch. Check it back.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, alert. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Watch the run.
Hey, Haywood.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Record. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Check pass. Check quarter. Mike 56. Mike's 56.
Smooth.
Rosen just getting the snap off at 1. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
49, guys. Mike, 49. It's a party now.
Hey, Steve 6.
49's the Mike. Watch 49. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Sponge. No.
Ready.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
go, here we go. 10 logo.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Y'all playing the wrong football. 49.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Check right, check right.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
10-2 stop.
I got it. Man left, man left.
Look at me. Go, go.
Check 31, check 31.
Hey, exit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, he's going to go for it all. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Switch, switch. Alert, alert, alert. 80. 56. Must
Five.
Get in the weight room.
From the gun, it's Rosen. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
6 guys, check
Going to give this time to the tailback. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Middle.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen. Pass. Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm here all day. Alert.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
Tight dog.
Hey, wahoo!
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. You're not ready.
They'll try and throw forward with Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, alert. Check 4. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now Rosen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Give me that ball, defense. Check, 42's the mic. Check, 42's the mic. Go.
61, matchbox lights. Hit it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
Alpha.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42. Stop your watch.
At the 35-yard line.
42's Mike. Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
90 Wolf. Hey, orbit.
Tight end right. Even. 4 down. Even. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
Snap.
They'll look to throw here. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Check, 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 check. Kill, kill, kill.
Monday. Hey, watch that. Hey, Zoo. 54. Mike, 54.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at about the 14. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
49's the mic. Watch 49.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Okay, Delta.
What we got? Mike's 49. Mike's 49. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Ready?
Now back to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
He's checking.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Safe. Check 50. Check the
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Dobbins. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 38-yard line.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Looking to throw, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go through a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey, watch it. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Ready. Gone.
49. You remember me? Let's go.
You're out.
Check 3.
Now.
On first down, it's Hawkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Mike 56. Yo. Slam.
Bravo.
3, check 3. 56.
They'll look to throw on first down to Josh Rosen. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
Monday. Hey, seam 6.
Right there, 56. So we got man. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56. I got one.
Here's Rosen. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field.
Hug.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
Here's Rosen to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
42-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Ready?
They'll drop the throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, here we go.
Monday. Hey, foxtrot.
Right there, 56. Watch the sled.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Monday. Hey, Charlie.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Undercrush.
And now it's Rosen looking. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. A gain there of 21 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On first down, it's Rosen. This to Jarwin. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, my 7.
Don't get nervous. Quick the edge. Come. Check 99. Alert.
Let's go.
56 is Mike.
To throw again on second down. Rosen. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Bud Dupree has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
3rd and 13.
Watch 55. Squeeze, double. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. He can't hang.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Mike, 55.
Hey, quarter.
55. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Hey, exit.
55. Mike, 55. I got it.
Check. Crunch.
Check.
Monday.
Check.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Elsewhere, 4th quarter score now from Baltimore. And the Ravens have opened it up a bit, leading by a couple of scores. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Bang, bang, bang. 80, 80, 80.
Buzz.
They're going on fourth down. Rosen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Middle.
Now Rosen on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Here we go.
Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Leo. Hey, wahoo.
Let's bring it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch Twist. Watch Twist.
Alert.
One final shot here for Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away.
Ladies and gentlemen,